The knowledge that is generated through education, the knowledge that's generated through research, the knowledge that's generated through discovery and creativity matters in the final analysis because it is applied to the real lives of people in their everyday existence.
To me, civic engagement is really about connection. It's thinking about the multiple ways in which we connect in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our public schools, with local community organizations. It's really about involvement.
For me, engagement would be first knowing what's going on in your community. A lot of times I think people want to go and work and do a service project and they think they're going to help a community, but they haven't actually asked that community what they want. So first actually going in, knowing what's going on, knowing what a community needs, and then how you can work together to help solve their problem or help improve their community.
I think that means getting out and getting active for anything you're passionate about, or any way to help out your fellow neighbors, your fellow community members, and your fellow citizens.
And that means not littering. That means making sure that the words that you're using and the language that you use in your everyday life are socially responsible. But it can mean so much as going to town hall meetings and voicing your opinions so that the people who should be represented represented positively, and just playing an active role in the community.
I see engaging civically and engaging with community as part of teaching and research, and it's about meaningfully connecting with community partners to better understand and also maybe offer some solutions to complex community problems.
I think that being engaged with your community is defined by your ability to go beyond just the scope of the campus and really get to know the people outside of this microcosm of Coral Gables.
To me, civic engagement really is being an active citizen in your community. It means not only thinking about your community, talking about your community, but also actually being an active member, especially when recognizing the different social problems that happen both at the very local level all the way to the global level.
More than just residing in a city, it's really becoming a citizen of that city and giving back to the city. So it's becoming engaged with the different citizens, whether you're just here for college or you're here permanently. It's doing something to give back to your community and make a positive impact on your community.
What defines being engaged? I think getting to know your neighbors, getting to know people in your community, and becoming active in addressing community problems.
Really is just having a feel for what your community is and what you can contribute and how your skills can make that community better.
I think being engaged means just being a part of your community, and whatever form that takes, whatever you think you have to offer, is something that you can capitalize on.
I think that we're all connected through a thread of humanity, and the way that we respond to one another is through service, and that's how we reach out and connect to one another. And so just by being part of this global community, you have a responsibility to one another, and I think that that responsibility can be illustrated through service and action.
To me, it's important to be civically engaged because I think that critical thinking and action go hand in hand.
So when you engage yourself in something as simple as picking up a few shifts at a farmer's market on Saturday, you learn about these people who are really making a difference in the community on such a basic level, and contributing to the local economy and just raising awareness of health and sustainability and all these wonderful things.
I think that there is such a great opportunity to learn so much from the experiences that you have in the community.
I think it's important to have that sense of community and be connected with everyone around you. And if everyone works together, then that just makes Miami a better place to live.
I think that's important because that's sort of the construction of society. I mean, ultimately, if people don't get to know each other and don't collectively become invested in addressing these large-scale problems, then no one addresses them.
I think it's important to be engaged because we live in a democratic society which relies on active citizen participation.
Communities are our partners in co-creating knowledge and co-creating potential actions for making the world a better place.